Hello, everyone. I've chosen Deborah Sampson, the story of Deborah Sampson, the woman who played a man in the American Revolution, as my top conversation this week. Historians must be objective and honest in their investigations. Part of this honesty is letting you know that there is considerable conflicting information regarding dates, names, and times in the life and occurrences during Sampson's life. Many websites and articles were reviewed, but due to, like I said, considerable conflicting dates, times, and names, I'm going to restrict a lot of this and not try to give exact dates and times and names on some things. And I'll give for instances as we go through it. Deborah Sampson was born in a poor family in December of 1760 in Plimpton, Massachusetts. Sampson's mother, Deborah Bradford, was a direct descendant of the Pilgrim William Bradford, and her father, Jonathan Sampson, was a direct descendant of the Pilgrims Miles Standish and John Alden. After her father left and never returned, whether he abandoned the family or died at sea is another conflicting issue, and it's debatable. Nevertheless, Sampson was indentured as a child until she was 18 years old. While serving as an indentured servant to Mr. quote unquote Mr. Thomas, again conflicting, I found Benjamin and I found um, Jeremiah as well, conflicting names. A local patriot, she was heavily influenced politically by this man as well as educated. After her release from indentured service, Sampson took to weaving and teaching and until her enlistment in the Continental Army in 1781 to 1782. Even that is those are conflicting dates, as in her biography she claims it's 1781, and there's a lot of other documents that I reviewed that said 1782. So it's still unknown, even today, whether it's fact of what year she actually enlisted. However, according to her biography, she disguised herself as a man enlisted in Captain George Webb's company in the 4th Massachusetts Regiment under the alias Robert Shirtliff. While serving in New York and fighting, Sampson received a sword slice to her head and a musket ball in her left thigh. In order to maintain her illusion of being a man, Sampson is said to have either attempted to and succeeded or attempted to and failed removing the musket ball from her leg by herself. However, she was not found out at this time and continued to serve. Although the ball would ultimately, whether it was in or out, affect her the rest of her life. She was ultimately discovered, however, after being dispatched to fight in Pennsylvania in 1783. Having been struck with a terrible fever, Sampson was hospitalized, and the doctors treating her discovered her secret. Sampson was not immediately given up by the doctors and given time to recover. However, after her commanders discovered her secret, she was provided an honorable discharge in October of 1783. Sampson fought for and received a military pension from the state of Massachusetts and continued to petition the U.S. government for a pension as well. After her discharge, Sampson moved to Sharon, Massachusetts, and married Benjamin Gannett in April of 1785, and had 3 children together. Later in 1797, Sampson sat down with writer Herman Mann, who wrote her biography titled The Female Review: Memoirs of an American Young Lady. After the book came out, Sampson went on a lecturing tour throughout New York and New England, telling her story of Army service and battles during the American Revolutionary War. After receiving assistance in the form of a letter to Congress from Paul Revere in 1804, Sampson was finally awarded a pension from the U.S. government. Sampson died in April of 1827 in Sharon, Massachusetts, from yellow fever. Since her death, there have been several statues and monuments erected in her name, and in 1982, the Massachusetts legislature declared Sampson the official state heroine and declared May 23rd Deborah Sampson Day. Thank you very much.